Introduction. Hey everyone, welcome to our deep dive into Atomic Habits by James Clear. Imagine this, a single small change, like posting one less social media post a day, could transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Sounds crazy, right? That's the magic of habits. And today, we're breaking down this game-changing book to show you how tiny habits lead to massive results. Before we dive into the book, let's talk about the man behind it, James Clear. James Clear is an American author, speaker, and habit expert. He suffered a serious sports injury as a teenager, which led him to explore how small changes could help people recover, grow, and improve their lives. That personal journey became the foundation for Atomic Habits, a practical roadmap for transforming your daily routines and achieving long-term success. Atomic Habits, published in 2018, is a global bestseller that's all about building good habits and breaking bad ones. Now, let's break down the book into its 6 core sections and 20 chapters. Before we dive into each section, here's a quick overview of how the book is structured. James Clear organizes Atomic Habits into 4 simple laws that help you build good habits and break bad ones. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. These laws form the backbone of the book, guiding how habits work and how you can use them to your advantage. Each section focuses on one of these laws, with real-life stories, science-backed tips, and simple actions you can take. The final section goes even deeper, showing how to refine your habits and stay on track long-term. All right, let's begin with Section 1. The Fundamentals. Why tiny changes make a big difference. This first section sets the foundation, showing why small habits are so powerful. It has 3 chapters. Chapter 1. The Surprising Power of Atomic Habits. What's an atomic habit? It's a tiny routine, like checking Instagram first thing in the morning, that seems small but compounds over time. James shares the story of British cycling. In 2003, they were Terrableno Tour de France wins in 110 years. Then, Coach Dave Brailsford introduced tiny changes. Better bike seats, alcohol on tires for grip, even perfect pillows for sleep. By 2008, they won 60% of Olympic gold medals. The lesson? Small 1% improvements add up. If you cut 10 minutes of scrolling daily, that's 60 hours a year for something productive, like learning a skill. Chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity, and vice versa. Habits aren't just actions. They shape who you are. James says there are 3 layers of change. Outcomes, like losing weight. Processes, like exercising. And identity, like believing you're healthy. Focus on identity first. For example, instead of saying, "I want to quit smoking," say, "I'm not a smoker." James tells of Brian Clark, who stopped biting his nails after a manicure made him proud of his hands. Apply this to social media. Instead of, "I want to use my phone less," say, "I'm someone who controls my time." This mindset shift makes habits stick. Chapter 3. How to build better habits in 4 simple street apps. Every habit follows a loop. Cue, craving, response, reward. For example, your phone pings, that is cue. You want to check it, that is craving. You grab it, that is response. And you feel connected, that is reward. James's 4 laws of behavior change, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying guide you to build good habits and break bad ones. We'll explore these laws in the next sections. Think about social media. The ping is obvious, so hide notifications to break the loop. Section 2. The first law. Make it obvious. This section is about making habit cues clear. It has 4 chapters. Chapter 4. The Man Who Didn't Look Right. James explains we often miss cues for bad habits. He shares a story of a paramedic who noticed something off about her father-in-law at a family gathering. She insisted he go to the hospital where doctors discovered a heart condition early. Similarly, use a habit scorecard to spot your habits. List daily actions, like check Twitter, and mark them good, bad, or neutral. This awareness helps you tweak habits, like moving your phone away to avoid mindless scrolling. Chapter 5. The best way to start a new habit. To start a habit, make it obvious with an implementation intention. James cites a study where people who planned, "I'll exercise at 7 a.m. in the gym," were more likely to do it. For social media, try, "I'll check Instagram at 8 p.m. in the living room for 15 minutes. To limit overuse. Chapter 6. Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. Your environment shapes habits. James describes a hospital cafeteria that moved water bottles to eye level, boosting sales. Redesign your space to make good habits obvious, like placing a book where your phone usually sits. To cut social media, put your phone in another room during work hours. Chapter 7. The secret to self-control. Self-control isn't about willpower. It's about removing bad cues. James mentions Vietnam War soldiers who quit heroin once back home, away from drug cues. Hide social media apps in a folder to make checking less tempting, boosting your control. Section 3. The second law. Make it attractive. This section focuses on making habits appealing. It has 3 chapters. Chapter 8. How to make a habit irresistible. Craving drives habits. James talks about dopamine, which spikes when you anticipate rewards. Food companies use this, making junk food craveable. Pair a habit you want, like studying, with one you love, like watching Netflix, using temptation bundling. For social media, pair checking Facebook with a healthy habit, like stretching, to make it more purposeful. Chapter 9. The role of family and friends in shaping your habits. We copy habits from those around us. James mentions Ash's conformity experiments, where people followed the crowd. Surround yourself with people who have good habits. If friends are always on social media, join a group that values offline time, like a book club, to shift your habits. Chapter 10. How to find and fix the causes of your bad habits. Bad habits often meet deeper needs, like stress relief. James shares a story of a woman who bit her nails for comfort. She replaced it with a better habit, like squeezing a stress ball. If you binge watch Netflix to unwind, try replacing it with journaling or light stretching activities that also calm you without the screen fatigue. Section 4. The third law. Make it easy. This section is about reducing effort for good habits. It has 4 chapters. Chapter 11. Walk slowly, but never backward. Progress is about consistency, not speed. James uses the example of a stone cutter. 100 hits may show no crack, but the 101st splits the rock. James emphasizes the importance of repetition. The more you repeat a behavior, the more automatic it becomes. A student who studies 10 minutes a day improves faster than one who crams once a week. Chapter 12. The law of least effort. Make habits easy. People follow the path of least resistance. So, design your life so the right choice is the easiest on. James notes how agriculture spread because it was less effort than hunting. Want to drink more water? Keep a bottle on your desk. Want to save money? Set up automatic transfers. Chapter 13. How to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule. Start habits small. James suggests the 2-minute rule. Scale habits to 2 minutes. Like, read 1 page instead of read a book. For social media, try check 1 post to avoid endless scrolling. Chapter 14. How to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. This rule helps you overcome procrastination and build momentum. One powerful example is from history. The famous writer Victor Hugo once had a problem. He kept procrastinating on his book. So what did he do? He locked away all his clothes literally. He gave them to his servant and kept only a shawl. With no way to go out and no distractions, he had no choice but to stay in and write. And it worked to finish his book, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, on time. Automate good habits, like scheduling workouts. Section 5. The fourth law. Make it satisfying. This section makes habits rewarding to stick. It has 3 chapters. Chapter 15. The cardinal rule of behavior change. We repeat satisfying habits. James describes Safeguard soap in Pakistan, where pleasant foam made hand-washing fun, cutting diarrhea by 52%. Make habits rewarding. After studying, enjoy a favorite podcast. For social media, reward limited use with a treat, like a coffee. Chapter 16. How to stick with good habits every day. Track habits to see progress. James shares Trent Dearsmith's paperclip strategy. Move a clip for each sales call. Track your social media time to stay mindful. Chapter 17. How an accountability partner can change everything. Accountability partners make habits stick by adding consequences, like fines for not buckling up turned seatbelt use into a habit. In Chapter 17, James Clear explains that social pressure from a partner amplifies commitment, making you less likely to skip your goals. For example, if you overuse social media, agreeing to buy a friend a coffee creates a small but effective penalty. Section 6. Advanced Tactics. How to go from good to great. This final section takes habits to the next level. It has 3 chapters. Chapter 18. The Truth About Talent. In Chapter 18 of Atomic Habits, James Clear emphasizes that while genes influence abilities, consistent systems drive success. He compares Michael Phelps, built for swimming, and 𝐀𝐭𝐤, ideal for running, showing how both achieved greatness through disciplined habits tailored to their strengths. Choosing habits that align with your natural inclinations makes them easier to sustain, as they feel less like a struggle. For instance, if social media distracts you, offline hobbies like painting or writing might better suit your personality, fostering focus and creativity. Chapter 19. The Goldilocks Rule. In Chapter 19 of Atomic Habits, James Clear introduces the Goldilocks Rule, which states that motivation peaks when tasks are neither too easy nor too difficult, but just right for your skill level. He illustrates this with Steve Martin, who spent years refining his comedy through small, consistent performances, gradually increasing the challenge to stay engaged. To apply this, Clear suggests finding a just manageable difficulty to maintain flow, a state where you're fully immersed and motivated. For example, posting one thoughtful social media update daily can keep you engaged without feeling overwhelming, striking the right balance. This habit aligns with your current abilities while pushing you slightly, ensuring sustained effort. Chapter 20. The Downside of Creating Good Habits. In Chapter 20 of Atomic Habits, James Clear warns that while good habits drive success, they can also lead to complacency, locking you into routines that may no longer serve you. He cites the Los Angeles Lakers Career Best Effort (CBE) program, which tracked player stats to maintain high performance and prevent coasting on past achievements. Regularly reviewing habits ensures they remain aligned with your evolving goals, avoiding the downside of automaticity. For instance, assessing your social media habits annually can reveal if they're still productive or if they've become a time sink. This reflection, part of Clear's emphasis on flexibility, helps you adapt habits to your current priorities. By staying vigilant, you keep your systems dynamic, ensuring long-term progress without stagnation. Conclusion. Final thought. Atomic Habits shows us that small changes, like cutting 5 minutes of social media daily, can lead to a better you. James Clear's journey from a life-changing injury to success proves it. Habits shape your identity and future. Start small, focus on systems, not goals, and be patient. As James says, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So pick one tiny habit today, maybe swapping one scroll session for a quick walk and watch your life transform. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to an AI Tools channel for world-famous book summaries and the latest updates on AI tools to enhance your habit-building journey. And share your favorite habit in the comments.